Hi, this instructional video is on combined like terms. First, we're going to go over the definition. Like terms with the same variables and exponents. So example, like terms would be 5y, 3y, and y, because they all have y. Non-example, something that is not a like term, would be 5y together with 3xy and y to the second power. So you couldn't combine those, but you could combine these. Okay? So if you want to pause the video and get like 4 or 5 colored pencils, if you want to use that to help you learn, we can pause for just a second and restart. Okay? Okay, now we're going to use this to combine terms. Okay? So we have 4 and we have 2. Okay? We have 7x2 and we have x2. We have 3y and we have 4y. And we have 6x. Now we only have one 6x, so these are kind of going to stay the same. All right? Now when we take the 3y and the 4y, those get combined because they're the same. Then when we combine the 7x2 and the x, I should say 7x squared, and the x squared, we're going to combine those two. And then we're going to do 4 and 2 together. Okay? So what you end up with is 4 minus 2 is 2. You have 7x to the squared. And remember, there's always a 1 if in front of the x if there's no number, or the y. Okay, so 7 plus 1 is x to the squared. This is 3y plus 4y is 7y. Okay? And this is 6x. So see how we went from 7 to 4 and how easy it was. So we identify the terms, we identify like terms, we move the terms next to each other, and then we combine them. Okay? Simple. All right? So now we're going to go up here. And so we're going to say 5a, 2a. We have 3b, and remember there's a 1 in front of the b. Okay? So we have 5a plus 2a, and we have plus 3b plus 1b. So this becomes 7a plus 4b. All right? Now the next one is we have minus p minus 2p. And remember there's a 1 in front of here. We have negative 4 plus 5. So we have negative 1p minus 2p minus 4 plus 5. So this becomes negative 3p. And 5 is larger than 4, so I tend to, in my head, I go 5 minus 4. So 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay? So I'm going to move this up. And we have n and negative 5n. We have 3 and we have negative 8. So we can do 3 minus 8 plus negative 5n plus n. So we're going to combine these. So 3 minus 8 is negative 5 because that's a larger negative number. And then we're going to add negative 5n, and remember there's a 1 here, so negative 5 plus 1 gives us negative 4n. Okay, the next one, we have 7m and a half a m, and we have negative 2,5. Okay, so if we do 7m plus half m negative 2/5 because this just becomes a negative 2/5. Then we have 7.5 m minus 2/5. Okay? So if we just go back up here, we look at the 2a and the 5a, so that would be 7a. And then we look at the 3b and the 1b becomes a 4b. Same here. Negative 4 plus 4 gives us the 1. The negative p plus the negative 2p gives us the negative 3. N plus negative 5n gives us negative 4n. And the 3 minus 8 gives us the negative 5. And then when we take the SM plus the 7m, plus 1.5m, we get the 7.5m. And then when this is all by itself, there's nothing to add to it, we get the negative 2/5. Now I'd like you to take a minute and pause and try and do the side numbers by yourself. Okay, now let's check our answers. Okay, we have 3 and negative 1. So 3 minus 1 plus 9y gives us 2 plus 9y. Now these are both just z's, so minus 3 plus 2 gives us negative 1z. Okay? Now the last one, and you could also write it negative z, because remember, it is assumed that there's a 1 in front of the z. Now here we have 6, and we have plus 1/3. We have 9y, negative 9y, minus positive. So we are going to put 6 plus 1/3 minus 9y minus 2y, because this, you're just really minusing. So then 6 plus 1/3 is 6 plus 1/3, minus, you're going to find 9 plus 2 is negative y. Okay? Thank you for listening. See you again.